Welcome to Minutes, everybody. So, today I want to talk about reducing stress and anxiety and depression. And I believe a lot of this has to do with the way we react and how we spend time in our brain. And, a really cool tool and mechanism to fix that is to kind of look at things in three buckets. What can you control? What can you influence? And then what do you simply just need to understand, learn from, grow from, but you can't actually do anything about it? So, ultimately, this is something that I had to learn through a period of my life where I was stressed out and depressed. And ultimately, if you can control it, it's worth a lot of your time. It's something that is your responsibility, and it's something you take action on. And knowing that helps a lot with actually making forward progress because you've categorized it as something that it needs you to move it and make it better, and you've taken responsibility, which is actually the first step on actually making forward progress and fixing things. So, on top of that, the next one is influence. So, this is where you can either have a conversation with somebody, you can perform in a certain way that can help the overall situation. Um, you can put some effort in, but it's not all yours to bear. And those things, you make sure that they appropriately stress you. So there should be less stress from stuff that you can only influence. You should be spending less time on it, and you should do a better job trying to be more in the middle of what you can control and what you just need to understand, because at the end of the day, you're truly just trying to impact the outcome and help guide it. It's not yours to control and make sure it happens the way that you want it to happen. That in itself, that is very important, because a lot of the stuff that's on your plate or you're involved with falls into the control and the influence. Then there's this third idea of just understanding things. This comes from great loss. This comes from broken friendships. This comes from loss of jobs. This can come from really good things, just understanding how that good thing happened, but you really didn't do something. It just was a blessing or something that just kind of came your way, but you didn't actually control getting that result or really influence it. It just kind of happened. So you don't get, overconfident or ego over things that fall into the bucket of it wasn't under your control. It just happened. So don't get a false sense of inheriting a bunch of money and now all of a sudden you're God's gift. You didn't earn it. It was out of your control. Someone before you did it. Now it's in your control to actually properly use that money, influence with that money, and then understand how you got it and maybe try to figure out how to keep it. But ultimately, I think people get trapped in the deepness on things that they can't even control. They have no ability to influence or change. And that is just a human thing. Like, it's regret. It's wishing something was different. You don't wish something into different. You take action and you make something different. And having this strategy and thinking about these three buckets, you really can understand I can make a difference with the stuff that's in my control. I can make a difference with the stuff that's in my influence, but I need to be careful with how I'm spending my time. And then I can understand, learn the lessons, and spend the time needed to digest and get through what I just need to simply understand. I hope this helps. It's a big difference. It seems so simple, but next time you're running off into anxiety or running down into depression or feeling very stressed, take some deep breaths. Maybe write down or think through, is this something I'm meant to control and deal with solely? Should I ask for help? Is there influence that I'm supposed to give here and then I can walk away from it and see how it all plays out? Or is this just something I simply need to digest, understand, which can take whatever time it takes? But if you know that it's just something you're supposed to digest and understand, it can help maybe keep you away from that 6 months of depression or continuous flare-up of anxiety or constant stress that hurts your body and your health. So I hope this helps. This is really active stuff that I do inside of my brain to help me continue to grow, take risks, and try to live in the moment and stress free. Have a good day.